Just waiting for Matt to jump in. Where are we? Let's try and invite him again. Warm one today, man. How is everyone? Everyone all right? Appreciate that, mate. Thank you.
Oh, how you doing, mate?
How are you, mate? You all right?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I look like I'm dying on this, to be honest with you, though. I look like I've got some liver problems, but I think it's just the camera or something, or the angle, because I don't look all right to me, mate. So,
No worries, mate. You're fine.
um, so let's jump into it then, lads. First of all, how's your training been going for this one?
I've been going good. Training's all been fine. Weight cut's been going fine, better than last time. So, yeah, looking forward to this one actually.
Yeah, has it been a lot easier this time around compared to the last fight?
Um, Not really. I mean, they're all the same. They're all the same. I always say that it's the same. Maybe the last one was the biggest one of them all, but yeah. But still, still hard training as always. I always train the same for everybody, so it doesn't matter if he's bigger, better, or lower. I always train if they're better than me. So
Yeah.
yeah, all the same.
Did you mention that the weight cut was easier this time?
Yeah, I feel last time was a little bit more, especially now. Um, I was coming way more bigger last time, which was a little bit, I don't know, it was a bit weird, but this time I'm way more better. Strength and conditioning as well is a little bit better, more calculated and all that. But yeah, even the second week is for me, for example, the second week. So last week was way more better, as in nutrition, all that. I changed it up and I made it way more better. So because I got way more information and all that, so made it way more better this time.
Yeah. We got someone just comments there, salt and pepper. Is that like another nickname for you or something?
Say again?
We got someone who just commented salt and pepper. Is that like another nickname for you?
Nah, nah. During the team, they always call me the same that same. So yeah, but I mean, yeah, nickname or no, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's it's a bit weird, but yeah, it's fine.
So next one then obviously your opponent is Azi Thomas. Um, what are your thoughts on him as an opponent? I know in the past he's fought some of the team. Obviously it was a few years ago, but what do you make of him as an opponent?
Yeah, I heard about that. Well, obviously, I couldn't see his fights with my team, but yeah, I heard a lot about him. But I think he's okay. I think he's a veteran of the sport as well. So had some good names. Fought for Cage Warriors and EFC or whatever that is. But he fought on good shows. So everybody that I fight, everybody has more experience than me, and they fought on better shows than I did. So and I just keep proving everybody wrong that they're better than me. It's like I'm way more better than them. Just by proving them. Not saying I'm way more better than anybody else, but it's just I don't say I just prove it. I just proved my last fight. I just proved I can hang with the best and I can beat them as well. So um, yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. It's not gonna be an easy one. If
Mm.
everybody says it's gonna be easy, then they really have no idea what fighting game is. He can land something on me and get me. I can just land on something on him and get him as well. So yeah, I'd say maybe it favors me,
Mm.
but still, I'll never underestimate anybody. The only time I underestimated somebody is when I lost, and that was all clearly my fault. Not because he was better, but just I just underestimated somebody. So never underestimate anybody in my life.
Yeah. What one thing that I did want to ask is you mentioned obviously underestimating sort of being your own mistake. Obviously you've only got one loss on your record. Is that something that changed after that loss? Is not to underestimate anyone?
Yeah, that loss changed a little bit. Stuff changed the way I approach stuff, I'd say, and kind of. Well, I never underestimated anybody until that fight. When I was 3-0 and I was training with some of the best, never. Um, I had this kind of feeling as well that I just kind of not be stopped, but it's like it can't happen. Some certain things can happen, and it did. And it was clearly some factors outside, but it was all because I did those factors. So yeah, it changed the way I view the MMA as well. And like, yeah, I can be finished. I can be hurt or something.
Mm.
So yeah, kind of changed it, but changed it for the better, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
I think it made me more mature in my game. Um, it's like I'm there to win. I'm not there to be showing off or just do anything like that. Being stupid is not a good thing. I always believe winning comes first. No, not even showing or any BS and all that. People that say they want to show off and then they lose and they say, "Oh, I still gave a good fight and all this." Well, for me, that's all an excuse to just mask their disappointment. For me, if winning is winning. You
Yeah.
know, having a better fighter than you and winning against him and technically winning, that's how it should be done, in my opinion. Should not never risk anything. If you risk it and then you lose, it's your fault. It's not nobody's fault except yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think without that loss, then you would still sort of be on that trajectory of sort of feeling like no one could or would beat you if you didn't have that loss?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think definitely, yeah. I think not being like uh arrogant, not becoming arrogant. I don't think that would be no, I don't think I would ever be that much arrogant, but I would say like I would have this kind of like sense of no, you can't stop me. No, nobody did it. How can you say you can ever stop me or all that? How can you say you can ever hurt me or something like this? Yeah, I'll probably be a little bit like that, but it's kind of or the worst thing what I would say is that even if I'm hurt or anything, if I'm injured or anything, I'll still beat everybody. That might be one of the worst thing I might say, but if I would have never lost my life. But I'd say you lose and you come back. For me, that's how you show to yourself and to others that yeah, you can do it. And especially if you beat somebody more better than the other guy was. that for me proves everything that to yourself that yes, you're still better, you're still getting better, and you matured from that fight, which in my opinion, I matured a lot from that fight, and I would like to keep that momentum going as well, and that maturity going more and more and more and more. It's just developing the game. Now I know I'm strong. I know I can win, and I know obviously I can lose. But obviously now that I know what it means to lose, I definitely don't want to lose again. That's the worst nightmare. If anybody asks me what is my worst nightmare, is losing, not hurt. I don't give a damn if I get hurt or something, but
Mm,
it's about losing, in my opinion. That's the worst nightmare you can get.
yeah. And obviously with that loss, you've sort of been down. So if it was to ever happen again, you sort of, it's easier to get back up. You know what I mean? It doesn't become as assume as much as a factor as it would the first time around.
Yeah, yeah. It kind of, well, I wouldn't say so. I don't know about that, but it's just even though you've tasted it and you still like, if you lose for the second time, I always say the loss will still be the same
Mm,
as, all right, maybe not as a shock as the first one, but it will still be devastating, and especially I think the way people treat you at the end, like when you're winning, everybody's saying, "Oh yeah, you're good, you're this, then that," and then when you lose, it doesn't matter if you've won 100 times,
mm,
they'll just walk you down bad, and it's like makes it even worse. And especially, um, at least it never happened to me like this, but I definitely know how people act and all this. So I always say to myself, I have some certain people I don't want to let down, especially my family, my friends, and
yeah.
kids, and all that. I don't want to let anybody down. The kids that I teach, they look up to me as well. So it's like I always use every single thing I can find to motivate me as well. I'm always motivated, but I always need to find that every single thing to even put something into myself and say I cannot lose. Whatever it is, I cannot lose. That's what keeps me going. Even if I'm hurt or tired, I'll just still keep going. That's what my last fight did to me.
Mm.
The kids were there. The four kids were there looking at me and cheering me up. And I was getting tired, obviously, at the end of the third. But I knew I had to keep going because I knew I can win. So they just every time I hear them screaming, I was like, yeah, that's it. That's all I need. I'm gonna do way more than I can.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate as well because you mentioned there about how, you know, people will sort of gravitate towards, when you're winning, they, they lick your ass essentially, and then when you lose, it's like, oh, he's lost, you know what I mean? But they're the moments when you need people to be there for you, you know what I mean? When you've had those
Mm.
losses, whether they're fighting or not, you know what I mean? It's just unfortunate, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, most of them I'd say they're not that much a fan of the sport, to be fair. So there's just casual sport of sorry, casual fans, if we want to call them that way,
Yeah.
which all right, we need them in our sport. And I had a conversation a lot with some of my friends as well that they do the sport and all this and jujitsu, and also they always say, yeah, most of the fans are casual fans, so it's like you need to please them in a way. And it's something that I absolutely disagree with them. I just don't like pleasing anybody. It's either you like the sport and you like how it is, you like how it should be. It's not how a fan it is. It's just you need to love the sport. If you're into the sport, you have to know it, and if you like it, how it is, not how you imagine how it
Yeah.
should be. I like every single thing. I like obviously more watching more wrestlers than strikers. When you see a striking match for me all the way, it's not as entertaining as seeing somebody get taking them down, holding them down, and transitioning and all that. Even if he holds them down and all that, for me it's way more look. I like it more. For me, it's more spectatorship for me.
Yeah.
But hey, if people like the strike, I don't mind because I still like to watch every single thing. Even though I prefer wrestling, I still would like to watch striking as well. I like every single thing. Obviously, we don't want to see people just standing there on the fucking standing, fainting each other for fucking 15 minutes and not even throwing a punch, or at least control them on the cage or anything.
Yeah,
It's just, yeah, that's, in my opinion, that's way more boring than somebody takes somebody down and holds them down. At least they're doing something and they're trying to defend. Than staying facing each other nonstop, staring at each other, not doing anything. That's just boring. That's boring for me. If they call myself boring, I'll call them back boring. That's even worse.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. So let's move on then. So obviously, your last fight was in December. Have we had any opportunities to see you prior to this fight coming up on the weekend? Has any opportunities presented themselves that maybe you haven't been able to take, or timing and anything like that?
as in other fights were offered to me before this one.
Yeah, yeah. Have we had any sort of opportunities to see you before then?
No, 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 no. I was hoping that I would go on Cage Warriors before, but
Yeah,
nothing about that. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's a bit weird for me because even the last guy that I fought, Yusuf Shaw, got fought on Cage
mm,
Warriors. It doesn't matter if it's on short notice or not. That I mean, it's very funny. I found it very funny that the loser, sorry to say, but he lost and I won.
mm,
He didn't fight and I didn't fight, and he fought on Cage Warriors and I didn't. I mean, it's
yeah,
I don't know what to say. I mean, it's fucking crazy for me, and I was so pissed off at that point. I was happy for him, to be fair,
mm,
but as me for myself, I was pissed off because I should have been there.
yeah,
I should have been in there featherweights anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's just I'm not gonna beg for anybody if they don't want me. At the end of the day, they, everybody says they want the best fighters in the world. Well, if somebody wins against somebody else, you have to pick the winner, not the guy that lost. So,
yeah,
but hey, I'm not the matchmaker or anything, so it's none of my business. If they want to, I'm here.
yeah,
They'll see after the fight. So we'll see after this fight. We'll see what's up.
yeah. We were speaking to Ben about that, and it's like, even though you may not have gotten a show, it still shows you that you're at that level. Because if he can get in there and you've beat him, it should show you that you're at that level or above that level. Know what I mean?
Yeah, at least he fought on Brave before me as well, and he just fought me. So for me, when I beat him, I said, okay, I know he can beat loads of Cage Warriors fighters, and I know he can be fighting for the title in a few months, maybe something like that. So if he can fight for the title, he can go and run because he lost to Vucenic.
Yeah,
He only lost to three, me, Vucenic, and somebody else in Brave. So I said he can fight for a title, but at least if I can beat him, I know when I'll go to Cage Warriors, I can just steamroll through most of the people, maybe, or just I know I have that kind of level over there.
yeah,
So for me, it was a like a like a high note. Yes, I won against him, but yeah, he got a little bit more attention than I did. That was the one that pissed me off a little bit, but. To be fair, I'm very happy for him because he's a nice person at the end of the day. He's not a bad person or anything. So yeah, that's the only thing at the end of the day I said, you know what? I'm happy for him. I'm not happy as that he got chosen. I didn't. If we both would have been chosen, I think that would have been the best thing because I believe he can be fighting there and I should be fighting there as well next to him or
mm,
somewhere along the lines.
yeah. It's a sort of a thing of like you've done it before. It's proving people wrong again, innit? But as you say,
Yeah.
you're not really about that. It's you fight for you and the people that are around you and there for you. But
Yeah.
no doubt we'll see you on that show. You know what I mean? Um.
Yeah.
So so next one, obviously you've got a couple of teammates on the card as well. What's the gym like when fighters are preparing for fights as opposed to sort of when they're not? Is like the energy difference? Is the sessions a bit different? How does that compare?
Well, as in the sessions are like depends who we have against what we have. Um, they'll be a little bit more specific in a way,
Mm.
especially if we have the same person, we have the same kind of style against the same person's style. But um, the intensity for me is always the same. Like I train all year, all round. It doesn't matter what it is, how it is. Just for me, it's more focused sparring on what I'm gonna do. But sometimes it's just last fight I was preparing a lot against taller fighters than I am. So as always, but this one at least I'm gonna be a little bit taller than him or the same height. So at least for the first time ever, I said that's a great, that's a very great thing. I love that, and I sparred a lot with one with the same height, which I used to do a lot. So it wasn't difficult for me. But I love the fact that this time I'm just gonna spar against people my height and not
Mm.
worry about people more higher than me and all that. So yeah, but that's it. For me, it's always the same. I always trade the same, harder all the time. I push all the time. Try to get new stuff in,
Yeah,
but yeah, that's all.
yeah. And we asked Ben when we spoke to him, is next gen going 3-0 on the weekend?
Oh yes, we are gonna go 3-0 for the weekend. First is Jake versus Jake. I'll actually predict it for him. Let's put it this way. I think he's gonna get a guillotine choke. He'll win by guillotine choke. I don't know which round, but doesn't matter really which round. He's gonna get a guillotine. I might bet on it as well. Might bet anyway. Yeah, Ben will win by TKO. Let's put it this way. He'll win by TKO. Don't know which round though. Maybe first, second, maybe.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, I'll win as well. But I don't know. It depends what I do because like I I don't know. It what it comes, But this time it won't go the. I don't think this time we'll go to the distance like last time. I think maybe, as I always say, first or second. Yeah, first or second. TKO or submission can be either way. I'm not bothered with anything. It's just anything that comes in, I can do both. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
or third. Let's put it this way: I can go for the third round TKO though, or submission anyway. But I like to be in the second. I like to get every round in there. I like to get a round at least in there. I like to
Yeah,
work with that.
yeah. Looking forward to it, mate. So,
You're not alone in that department.
um, so obviously it's fight week and that. What's your sort of routine when it comes to like fight day and fight week? Obviously your training sort of coming down a bit. I would assume. What's your sort of uh, routine?
Um, so it's mostly it's the same like last time. Doing a little bit of a light work, both light work, like both strength and conditioning, or not really strength and conditioning. I wouldn't call it strength and conditioning. It's just get the sweat on moving. Drills and shorter sessions, but harder. So yeah, intensive, more short and intensive.
Right.
Um, yeah, the game plan, grapple a little bit as well. So it's about 1 to 2 sessions a day. It's just something like that, but light and all that, technical and all that. But
Mm.
yeah, I'll be going to do grappling after this in a bit. So yeah, train in the morning, relax, train now, train the kids, and then train me with the lads as well, grappling, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah. What about fight day? Do you have like a certain routine that you do when it comes to fight night and that?
Fight day. To be fair, it's wake up a little bit. I don't know. I always wake up early. It's a routine that I always do. Wake up early. Eat some stuff. Get in my head like what do I need to do and all this and all that. Yeah, go to the venue. That's it. Go to the venue on time. I always like to be early on time, and yeah, get my stuff ready, get my gear ready. Obviously, on the weigh-ins, I always like to put my one day before the weigh-ins, I always like to prep all the food,
Mm.
which is gonna be right after the weigh-ins. That's my best routine. I like to do that. It's like one of my favorite things. I'll be miserable, as I always be before the weigh-ins. I'm always miserable, so I'll be like, oh, fuck's sake. But at least the only thing that gets me going, and I don't know what it is, but I just love it. Put every single the rehydration drinks for me, just doing them, just watching some stuff and about that and having the food ready and all that, everything ready. So when I got home after the weigh-ins, or even after the weigh-ins, I'll start drinking and all that. And then when I have my time, after the time passes, I'll eat and everything, but it's always ready, always done. So that's what I always do.
Yeah, yeah. And do you like to have a nap when you're at the venue, or is that something you can't do?
Oh yeah. Yeah, kind of a nap. Well, all my last fights I always stood on the mats and everything down, and I'll just wait until because I'm always co-main, and for my past three fights I was co-main event and now both main events.
Mm.
So yeah, I'll just stay down and just relax a little bit on the floor. Maybe watch some fights, watch
Mm.
some good fights as well. But yeah, and then I'll just relax, and then when it's my time, I'll just start warming up and everything.
Yeah. Um. So moving on to sort of the mad questions now. Um. So the first one we've got is, if you could have an unlimited supply of anything except money, what would it be?
Unlimited supply, eh? Mm, don't know really. I mean, uh, unlimited supplies. Well, I mean, money is not the best thing. I mean, yeah, money might be, but not money. To be fair, fuck's sake.
How
What
about
can it
it?
be? I mean, I don't know.
How
It's a
about
bit
the
weird, you know.
unlimited supply of good to go recovery drinks, and you love them so much?
Well, you know what? Supplements, yeah, I'd say supplements to be honest, because I live on supplements. So yeah, I'd say supplements, as in kind of protein snacks. Let's put it this way, protein snacks. Yeah, yeah. I'd say yeah.
Alpha Line supplements.
Oh yeah, yeah, fucking hell, I like that stuff. I mean, I don't know. I haven't tried their protein yet, but because it's only in US and they don't bring it here, but for fuck's sake, their pre-workouts and all. I mean, if I have to choose every product, but from different brands, that I would be literally Alpha Line has to have to be the pre-workout of their own. Um, protein, there's so much stuff that I choose from. Protein for me is just non-stop. I always change. I always use certain different brands. CNP, they have their peptide is so great. Isolate, I would be Dymatize all the time. There's no way I would change it. Either CNP or pep or Dymatize, but Dymatize for me is the best. I think whey protein as proper whey, I would go with 10x is good as it tastes. 10x is good at least, but for me, which is the best tasting I've ever seen yet, but it's so much expensive.
Mm.
Ghost chocolate chip. For me, if I would have chosen all those different protein stuff, that's what I would go for. And then obviously EAAs can be CMP, Pink Pigs. They taste great.
Yeah,
Um, I might be missing some stuff, but I mean that will be some of my favorite stuff.
yeah. So
What
th-
next question then? Let's see what's up.
yeah, just a little shout out to 1812. Take some notes.
Yeah, well, 1812 is well, the only thing is that 1812 is always having the brand. So actually I got 10x from 1812. So I think I'm in there. They're not a brand, but they always I always tell them the brands that I like, but
Yeah,
then they got me 10x. So for me, that's how I knew 10x from them.
yeah.
So I shout out to 1812 because they actually got me 10x and and wow,
Happy man.
tastes great. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, they always make me a happy man. So Can't wait after the fight. I got some sweets as well coming up. So,
Nice, nice.
oh yeah.
Right. So you just mentioned food there. I've got a very serious question now. Let me put these windows up because people are just loud. Um, so a very serious question now relating to food. Does pineapple belong
All
on a
right.
pizza?
Oh hell no. No way. No. Ain't no way. No. They ain't gonna happen. No way. No fruit whatsoever.
Doesn't belong on a pizza.
No. No. No pineapple. No pears. No fucking. I've seen one.
Like
Peach. I've
mushrooms.
seen peach on pizza as well. I've seen peach on pizza, which I couldn't understand. I really don't like it.
Peach on pizza. I thought they went too far with putting pineapple on it. Like they actually put other fruit on pizzas.
I'd say peach. I'd say pineapple would be worse than pineapple is actually worse than peach. To be fair,
Have you tried it?
peach is less. Peach is less. Peach is less than pineapple. Pineapple is the worst one, I'd say.
I didn't know they even put other fruits on pizzas. You,
I only saw it twice. The peach. So I was like, oh wow, all right. Eh,
yeah. Well, good
but
answer
okay.
anyway. But I've just learned something as well. They actually put peach on pizza.
Yeah.
Um. So I know you're sort of a fan of like superheroes and that, aren't you?
Oh yes, big fan.
So I want you to do something for me. I want you to make me a team of five, good versus evil, using both DC and Marvel characters.
Good versus evil. Okay, good, good. Okay. So Spider-Man has to be over there. So Batman. So Spider-Man, Batman. Um, okay, I'm gonna put an anti-hero with the heroes too, actually.
Right.
Peacemaker. So I'm gonna put Peacemaker with the good ones. Venom as well. Last one. Wolverine.
Nice.
So the good ones. Bad side. Okay. There's no Carnage. Um, um, uh, Canal. So Canal is the like the first ever symbiote. Well, not really. No, 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 not really the first symbiote. He controls the oldest symbiotes. Long hair, it's like yellow
Right.
hair, white face. You'll see him on the comics. It's amazing. This guy is an absolute beast. I mean, I've never seen anything like him. It's damn good. So what else? What can I put? Any good DC? Oh yeah, Deathstroke.
Right. Yeah.
I'd say Deathstroke. Yeah. So that's three.
Two more evil
Two
dudes.
more. Marvel. Any good Marvel? So Marvel villains, but are good ones though, not lame. Uh, Green Goblin. Yeah, Green Goblin is strong enough.
Yeah.
Apart from Venom. Carnage. Oh come on. What else? Something good though. Somebody good. That's the thing. I'm trying to find somebody that is actually like I always like him, but it has to be good. It has to be good. No, he's not a villain either. He's not a villain. Damn it. Uh, come on. Oh yeah. Okay, I got it. What's his name? Killer Mong.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The one against Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Killer Mong. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Killmonger, I think. Yeah.
yeah. Killer Mong. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like him.
So who wins out of them two you've just picked? Does good defeat
Oh no.
evil or does evil win?
Oh no. The good will win. I mean, Venom can beat Carnage. Venom beat Canal because he beat him in comics and like he beat him on his own. Well, they fought till the end and then he won. Spider-Man can beat Carnage and Canal as well as there. Um, who the, to be fair, Venom I say can beat almost everyone.
Mm.
Killmonger won't last even against Spider-Man either. So yeah, not really. I mean, I don't see the villains winning. Okay, Deathstroke might be good. Deathstroke will give a good fight to Batman, but Batman beats him as well.
Yeah,
But I think Deathstroke can beat Deathstroke can be a good one though because he's very intelligent and he is literally like Batman in my opinion, but more in a killer instinct. So
yeah,
I'd say he will be the one to give him a little bit of a hard time, even Carnage. But still, yeah, I think the good ones will win.
yeah. Nice. Um, so next one is your three favorite films, be from like any genre, or anything.
All right. Ford versus Ferrari. Uh, Pearl Harbor. Say that's one of them. One more. What else is there?
Yeah,
There's so much stuff to. I
looking at
don't.
your films.
I'm looking at my films and I'm like, oh, can you get? Like, I'm trying to understand. There's so much stuff, you know. Yeah, I don't have that much of it. Like, and they're not even my super special because I think loads of films I have. It's like I still love them till the end. Come on.
Why
What
aren't you
else? Maybe
saying why aren't you saying Man on Fire?
I haven't seen that one.
Ah,
Oh wait, I've seen. Wait. I've seen that, but I still can't remember it. I've seen it, and I just can't remember it. So, um, maybe. No,
Matt,
I'd say
we're about to fall out, mate.
I don't know. I need to. Somebody mentioned it as well, Man on Fire. I was
It's
like, oh
unbelievable.
crap. Oh, I need to watch it then. Maybe it will be it, but I'd say mm, used to be The Patriot is good as well.
The Patriot,
The
very
Patriot
good,
is
yeah.
good.
Mel Gibson and
That for
Heath
me,
Ledger.
that was one of my favorites when I was young, and I saw it when I was about six,
Mm,
7.
yeah,
So for me, it still remains me. Even Pearl Harbor, I watched Pearl Harbor and Patriots were almost the same, and I kept watching them till this day. I'll watch them. So it's for me, it's a very nice movies.
you've watched them enough to where you can quote them word for word.
No, I'm absolutely not. For example, Pearl Harbor, I know it word by word. Patriot, I know it word by word.
Yeah,
I know loads of movies like word by word, which I'll say like, yes, he's gonna do this, that, and say it exactly.
yeah. That moment in The Patriot gets you where the little girl finally says to him, "Papa,
Oh yeah,
I get
that
you."
yeah
Pulled on your heartstrings, that one.
yeah. First of all, she talked and she didn't want to talk to him. And then literally when he was going for the last, I think it was for the last one.
Yeah.
Uh, he's like, "Can you say goodbye?" And she didn't say it. I was like, "Oh, come on." Come on, just tell him something. He's like, Papa. I was like, oh my God. Then she kept running for him. I was like, oh God, yeah, I can imagine that time, how
Yeah,
that will be. Oh.
yeah. Some good choices there. So last one. Do you read?
Yep.
So could you recommend three books? Some three books that stick out to you that you like to read or that you've learned a lot from.
All right. One of my favorite books is Death Clutch from Brock Lesnar. It's a biography. I always like
Alright.
biographies more.
Yeah,
It described what he did from the WWE, from his no, actually MCAA career when he was young and all that. I like that a lot. Yeah. I have John Fitch's book. Oh, fuck, I always forget what his name is. I always forget the name. Hold on a second. Maybe I can get the. No, no. Oh shit! I always forget the name. But John Fitch has a book and about his life and how it is.
mm,
And yeah, he gave it to me and signed it for me, and I liked it so much. I recommend that.
nice.
About John Fitch biography. It's really good. Um, what else? Mm, not much. I mean, there's not much. Oh yeah, and then the GSP book.
Yeah.
his life story. But yeah, it's all about them, I'd say, because that's the most thing I like to read. And then obviously some Formula One books, as in Jensen Button, how he described how it was for him.
Mm.
But if you don't like cars, you won't like it. So,
Yeah.
but I actually like the biography about him because I found out like how it was like and how he described other drivers with him, which I was a little bit intrigued because I wanted to see from his perspective how he would look at Lewis Hamilton when he was his teammate and all that. So I learned a lot from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's all the books I can give.
Nice. And that's it for me, mate. Yeah, that's all the questions I have. It's always a pleasure speaking to you, mate, and I will see you at the event.
Oh, absolutely. Same. It's always a pleasure to see you, mate, and talk to you. You know, see you at the event, mate.
You too, mate.
Don't worry, mate. I'm never gonna be shy or anything. Just come on and talk to me. You know,
Of course.
if you see me before and I'll be just distracted a little bit, just come in and talk to me. I'll be fine. You know,
Right.
you'll be all right.
I'll be alright because I know some fighters get in the zone. I don't want to like walk over like what's going on and wow, you know what I mean?
No, I always speak to everybody. Like I don't mind.
Oh, good, mate. Again, I appreciate your time, mate, and you enjoy the rest of your day.
No worries. Same to you, mate.
See you,
See ya.
mate. Ta.
Yeah.